Welcome back to The Corruption Within. In the last episode, we met the lady of the house and discovered a lot of weird things that happened around here. If you want to know exactly what happened, just watch my previous video. My key trying choice was to try and save a figure out for the clock once I fully qualify as an architect. A brass plate bearing the message, a gift from the Earl of Sussex. It's held in place for 4 screws. Oh! Now I know what I might need that screwdriver for. I don't have a screwdriver yet, though. I go in later, though. I do remember that. Wow. What was it you wanted to... Wait a minute. Didn't I already talk to her? What was it you wanted to show me?
Not here. We need to go back to where Paul is. It's hanging in the forest. I didn't know if I could trust you, but I've been observing your actions. You generally seem to be focused on finding a lost family. I didn't know if you were simply another of Lady Charlotte's gentleman friends playing some sort of role play.
I can assure you most definitely I'm not. I only want to find my wife and children.
Sir, my friend Paul is opposite the victim of some evil. He will not be the last unless someone puts a stop to it. Unfortunately, police have little interest in coming out here. There are many miles of tough terrain away from the nearest police station, and since the horses died, we have no real way of contacting the outside world. You seem like an honest and intelligent man. I beg you to help me find out what is happening and stop it.
I promise you I'll do what I can, but my priority is to find my family.
Sir, I believe they are in danger from the same evil. I don't know whom I can trust at the mansion other than Molly. As for the family, Lord Charles was questioned at length by police after his children died. The family has always claimed both deaths were tragic accidents. Maybe they were. Lady Dennison is not of sound mind, and Lord Dennison is, well, enigma. Giles is too fond of his whiskey, and who knows what he might do under the influence. And Gary is a good man at heart, but simple of head and maybe manipulated. Who knows what any of them are capable of? Until you came here, I felt there was no hope.
But if you felt something evil was going on, even if the police could do nothing, why did you not leave yourself? Surely you don't feel safe here.
I didn't know I could go, really. Being an uneducated orphan and all. We're practically prisoners here, miles from the nearest town, and have to go there on foot.
Francesca's manner of speech is becoming more like the street language she grew up with, perhaps it's because of the emotional stress she's under, all due to her feeling more comfortable in my presence. Now she decided I could be trusted.
But that's not the only reason. I had a friend, one of the other kitchen maids she was. We came to the mansion within a couple of weeks of each other. Maisie, her name was, and we became fast friends almost straight away. But we started to grow suspicious.
Maisie even more than me. She decided to run away, wanted me to come with her as she did, but I was too scared going back in the streets to beg her, so I stayed here.
She did go, but she never wrote. She promised faithfully to write, and never did. I'm convinced something happened to her.
There could be another reasons why she didn't write.
Not Maisie. She always found a way, she did. Walking across the wheels for 100 miles is no problem for her. She as fit as a fiddle. Something was done to her, something horrible. And maybe not on her, but I ain't got no proof. And then there's the noises. Awful noises, like people in pain. Dull, muffled noises. Sometimes in the house. Sometimes over here.
Francesca points out a path hidden behind some undergrowth, then leads me to a rock face at the end of the path.
I believe that someone from the mansion is part of the heinous plot. The servants are discouraged from coming out here, but since Maisie left, I have made sure to find as much as I could without getting caught. It is very important to your efforts to save your family. I believe they may be caught up in the same despicable intrigue. I must get back, but I wish you success.
Oh, that will accomplish nothing. Okay, I still can't get that rope. I could just faintly detect a hollow in the rock face. The inside of the hollow is covered in moss. The moss was away easily. I can't quite see what's behind it, but I feel the shape of a handle and a keyhole. Oh, a keyhole. Can I use this nail file on it? Guess not. That was worth a shot. Now I'm sure this will come in and be important later on. Alright. And we can't seem to get that rope down yet. Don't won't budge any further. Let's try using shit on the door. No, I can't file that. I can't use a spanner with that. Okay. Alright. I guess head back to the... Oh, it's a tree. The tree sits imposing on the banks of the lake, firmly anchored by its deep root system. Another rock, seeming defying gravity, the surface of the water. The ground rises and falls sharply around it, leaving just enough of the rock to sit on. Okay, there's the... This rock appears to have been placed here. I cannot be sure if it was an entirely aesthetic decision or if there's some other reason for it. The rock is heavy and no reason to push it around. Not yet, anyway. The rocks showing on the surface of the water make me wonder if this is a man-made lake, but hastily completed with areas of ground higher than they should be. It is possible the effect is deliberate. The moonlight reflecting in the lake is so beautiful, I wish I were more of a mood to enjoy it. Yeah, me too. The moon appears to be bright, bold, and commanding. Somewhere behind these mountains are our campsite, where we have been exploring for most of our holiday. Alright. Oh, what's this? At the top of the pillar is a set of runes. I'm not sure what language they are. The runes are not simply carved into stone. Each one is separately embossed. I can push them down, but nothing happens. These rocks down the water make me feel uneasy. I feel like they shouldn't be here. Even though it's not from the shore, I don't think I should risk trying to jump onto it. First, I can't think of doing it, and it's glistening with a sheen of water. One slip above my head and that'll be the end of me. Okay, I guess they won't let me do that right now. Alright. What's this? Oh, wait, what's that? Every so often I think I see something shining, but it's probably just a reflection. Yeah, that's a glint. I'm starting to see something down there. It's a yellowish tint. Could it be treasure? If only I could take a closer look. I won't be able to stay there long enough to have a good look at some kind of breathing apparatus. Aha! So we need to find some kind of breathing apparatus so we can go down there. This rock is a strange size. It looks like a small for a horse, but large for a human to pull. Though I'm sure if I had a good enough reason, I could move it easily enough. Perhaps it's designed for small arms like ponies to pull. Alright. Oh, what's that? Every time I see a metallic glint when the moonlight shines on the fern. Reaching the undergrades, I find a battered but perfectly serviceable flathead screwdriver. Now I can go back to that where I saw screws. Okay, I guess we're done here then. Right. Guess at some point we need to go in there. Probably. Oh, what's this? These are evidently where the horses were let out of. The stable doors seem to have been damaged and warped by fire. I can see the remains of horses inside. I've been able to decide if I got a horrific scene more closely by going inside. The Australian stable boy would have entered this way. Despite the darkness, I can enough to know nothing has been left here, apart from ashes, but also some horse bones. It looks like one or more horses were trapped in a fire. How tragic. There's nothing that would be useful to me. Alright. Okay, I guess we're done in there then. There's a piece of steel wire sticking out of the crumbling mortar here. I can't quite get it out with my bare hands. Do we have something that will get it out? No, I guess not. What about the spanner? Yes! After bashing a little mortar, I'm able to pull it to life quite easily. Alright, we got a wire now. Why do we need that steel wire? I don't know yet. I'm sure we'll find out soon. Alright, we can go back now, I think. Back to the house, yes.
Your lordship, I've been trying to find you. You must be absolutely exhausted, and I expect you've walked many miles in your search. Please, let me get you something to eat and drink.
I suddenly realized just how tired and hungry I am. Perhaps a quick snack and a drink would reinvigorate me. You are very kind. I'd be grateful for what you can spare.
Please come with me, your lordship. I'm afraid I haven't much, but I heated up for your lordship. I have some tripe, potatoes, and carrots.
This chow is delicious. Is it from the lake outside?
Yes, your lordship. Lord Charles is a keen fisherman. He really hates it when Lady Charlotte takes a swim. He says it scares off the fish.
I can imagine.
Not as much as he hates it when she swims naked, of course.
Yes, quite. Despite the conversation taking such a strange turn, I've been most refreshed and energized. I'm ready to continue my search.
I hate working till nights during the full moon. Gary seems to enjoy it, though. I don't know that he ever sleeps. I think he'll be by the stables. By pretend the horses are still alive.
Oh, that's where I was. Okay. Don't need to do anything with this stuff, I don't think. No, don't need this anything here, I don't think. I think everything here's Yeah, we're done there. Oh. Okay, I don't have anything else to say to her. What do you have to say? Okay, I don't have anything else to say to her. Go back upstairs. I can say go back upstairs. Why do I keep forgetting that? No. Okay. Let's see. Ah, it seems to be true sight, but that's what it's supposed to. Ah, we've got a screwdriver. Gently unscrew the metal plate from the clock. Inside a small pack is a sheet of very old paper with a diary under it. The small page is Samuel Pepe's. Does the family know of its existence? Decision time. When you get back to civilization, what will you do with the paper? Which seems to be a missing page of the paper's famous diary. What do I want to do? I'm going to send it to a museum, honestly, because I don't want people to know I was here. Your decision's been recorded. Alright. Cool. That was awesome. So, that didn't help me much, though. I was hoping that... we still have a screwdriver. Okay, so we can use it for other things, then. I could try to, Isabel is sitting sobbing on the stairwell. Isabel, what's wrong?
Charlotte has lost her sheet music, but the tune we always played together. She was so angry, though, not at me, I think. The music seems to make her happy, too, though she always disappears afterwards.
If I find it, I'll let you know. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Poetry has become done, too, but the collection by Wordsworth that I love has been misplaced, too. It wasn't in the games room when I looked.
Okay, see if I can find it. Alright. Door's locked. Well, what about a piece of wire? Okay, maybe not. Can I use a screwdriver? Okay. What about a nail file? No. What about a spanner? No. Ah, here we go. There's a book of poetry in a small shelf under the desk. I think this is the book Isabel's looking for. I'll take it for her. Alright. Cool. Let's go give that to her. Here, I think this is the poetry book you wanted.
Oh, thank you. I'll go to the music room to read it. It calms me.
Goodbye for now, Isabel. I've made it to the second floor. If my family's somewhere in this house, it must be here then. A painting of American frontiersman AGG and his local chinchilla Fluffy. Alright, that's weird. A bedroom door. Unlike most of the doors in the house, this one is locked. A table with a drawer in it seems oddly placed out here in the corridor. I hope you don't mind me coming in like this. Of course not, dear boy. I told you earlier that you could explore the mansion, though I have to admit I'm a little surprised to see you in my boudoir. My apologies, since you said you knew something about my family. I do recall seeing a woman, a boy and a girl out in the forest earlier, when I was looking out of my window. Did you see where they went? Last note, they did seem to be coming towards the mansion, but after that I don't know, I'm afraid. Then I'm going to focus my searching around the mansion. Thank you for your help. It's a drop-wheel dresser made walnut by the look of it. Wonderful piece of furniture. What a beautiful painting of a ballerina. Was this how you shot in your young days, perhaps? It's no Degas, but it's very eye-catching in style. Thick velvet curtains help keep out the cold during the night. A tub chair with a soft leather covering. Okay. A footlocker. It is a strange thing for a lady to have in her bedroom. This seems to be army issue, an officer's travel chest, if I'm not mistaken. I should not relate Charlotte's room. Okay, so we need to get her out of the room so we can search that, I'm sure. A modest double bed, only one side, looks used. Yes, that probably means that she, you know. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I moved into this mansion a few years after my husband died. I have exceptionally good eyesight. I love music and new experiences, that is all.
I hear you play the piano.
Oh yes, I love to play. Sadly, I've lost the sheet music I play along with Isabel on the harp. Poor thing, she suffered terribly when her children died, but she finds peace in the music. It's all in the fingers, you know.
It's all in the fingers?
Fingers are amazing things, don't you think? Digits on a hand can cause such pleasure or such pain.
fingers, little middle ring or four, and thumb together make music I adore. Okay, I'm gonna just get away from you real quick, because you're creeping me out. A very moody painting of some caves. I'm a little claustrophobic, so I'm not very keen on caves.
Help! I'm the presence of a stranger. I feel on a terrible danger.
I didn't mean to... What are you doing here? Who are you? Why are you here? Are you a thief? Come to steal Lady Dennison's jewels? Yes, you'd like to get your hands on my jewels, wouldn't you, vagrant? Just what's the music? I'm in great panic confusion. No, really, I'm only here to... What do I say? She just continues to yell uncontrollably. If I get a chance to make my exit, man who I presume to be Lord Dennison enters the room. Just what in blazes is the meaning of this? Please, sir, I can explain. Lady lad, Lottie told me she invited a guest, though I must say I didn't expect you to wander into her bedroom. I'm sorry, sir, my plight is desperate, as my wife and child have gone missing. I feel it's caused me to take liberties I would not normally dream of. I see. If I can help later, then I will. However, first I need to calm down, my dear wife. Please leave us for now. The man's voice sounds similar to the voice coming from one of the locked rooms in the ground floor. Okay, so I need to come back in there later then. But right now... Alright. That one's locked. Alright. This painting looks oddly oriental. A lifeless corpse walking about, lavishly dressed, strikingly macabre. Just what in blazes are you doing in our room? Well, what have you got to say for yourself, man? Sorry to intrude on you, sir. I meant no disrespect to invite your home. The impotence! Oh, I suppose you're one of my aunt's friends. 2 doors down is the one you want. You must understand me, sir. My family disappeared. I am searching for them. Oh, well then, you will not find them here, nor have I seen or heard them. May I inquire as to your identity? I am Charles, the son of Lord Dennison and husband of Isabel, heir to this mansion one day, for what it's worth. I have met your wife, sir. I'm so sorry to hear you lost your children. Yes, awful business, awful. Poor Izzy has never come close to recovering, as you probably realized when you spoke to her. How did your children die? Terrible accidents, both of them. What did you tell the staff here? We don't have enough servants, really, but you must take what you can get these days. The servants we have are unremarkable, but seem loyal. Did you have more servants in years gone by? Indeed we did, but it's difficult to keep good staff these days. We're so far away from everything here, you see, but there's safety and distance. I understand you enjoy fishing. Yes, indeed I do. It helps me relax to no end. I'm afraid you have rather short views sometimes. It's fortunate I'm allergic to fishing. It's one of the best things about this mansion. I thought living here would bring me peace, but it seems to have caused me ceaseless unease instead. What is it about the mansion that makes you uneasy? Honestly, I cannot say. It began even before my sons Jonathan and Arthur died, leaving me without an heir. What happened to your sons? I do not wish to talk about it. The memories are too painful. Well, I'll be on my way now. Good sir. Nice comfy bed with rosewood, very stylish. A 2-part dresser with mirror. Since using her children, I would hazard a guess Isabel sees sad eyes with murder every time she looks at this. A Dalmatian looking pleadingly at the viewer. The sort of painting adored by many dog lovers. The plaque reads, Portrait of Vashti, the best dog anyone ever had. This is a beautifully woven African rug. It must have been tremendously expensive. The fine weaving of this feels amazing. Such artisanship is most impressive. Alright. A console table with a smooth finish. There's a box of matches in a velvet-lined drawer. It could come in useful. I'll take it. Alright, we got some matches now.
What do you think you're doing in here, sir?
I mean no harm. I'm trying to find a missing family. I'm getting permission to enter the house by Lady Charlotte. The house, perhaps, but not my private chamber, surely. I'm sorry, sir. I'll leave my family in danger. I'm going to ask you a few questions. This is madness. Charlotte's gone too far. Ask her to be gone. Who are you?
I am the children's nurse and educator. My name is Penelope.
Where are the children?
The children are,
She just stares into space. There's no sign children have been here for some years. If the children are gone, why are you still here?
No, the children will be back. Nothing bad happened to the children. The horror did not come. It didn't happen.
This poor woman is clearly deluded. When did the children go missing?
It has been weeks since I saw the children, or months, maybe years, but they will come back. My heart knows this. They will return and they will be whole, unharmed.
I wonder just what happened in this place. What can you tell me about the family that owned this mansion?
Lord and Lady Dennison are very kind, very kind. Lady Charlotte I don't know very well. I find her rather intimidating.
Can you tell me anything about the other servants?
Giles is usually half-rats. Gary's nice, but a bit slow in the head. Francesca and Molly are okay, but neither my Chockaboo exactly.
She is shockingly forthright in her views. Do you have a best friend, a Chockaboo?
To be truthful, I always prefer spending time with the children than adults. Their minds are so much purer.
I wish the children were still here, but nothing bad has happened to them. Nothing bad. This very capable woman completely goes to police when the children are mentioned. Do you know of anyone missing from the household recently? So many people gone missing over the years, but Paul the footman is the latest. There have been a lot of people gone missing? Oh yes, so many. Wouldn't surprise me the local butcher's bags of mystery didn't contain human flesh now and then. Oh, that's comforting thought. She seems remarkably unperturbed about the possibility of dead people ending up with the sausages people eat. Yeah, that's, my wife and children missing. Have you seen them? Poor little mites. Nothing harm to children, though. I'm sure no harm come to children. They will return someday. Pulling a mention of children causes me to become hysterical. This line of questioning won't help me. Very well in business, then. A royal blue velvet chaise lounge sat awkwardly in the corner of the room, as if they bought it without checking first if they had room for it. A guest double bed, but now used by one person by the looks of it. A tranquil scene of a lily flower on a lake, looks oriental. A swivel vanity mirror. I should invest a mirror on the ladies in the room. Ah! I'm really hanging clothes on. Perhaps she makes her own clothes. Okay, so we gotta get her out of the room, or hopefully she'll leave soon. I can hear Sully snoring. Sounds like Giles guessed that whiskey combined with the late hour knocked him out. I'll leave him be. Nothing in the vase? Nothing inside. Okay, just side check. Okay, so we have some matches, a piece of steel wire, a garden hose, a trusty spanner, a nail file. What the hell do we need the wire for, I wonder? I can hear Lady Dennison talking reassuringly to his wife. He speaks with a gentle and firm authority. Every so often he tells her that he wants to return to his study, but she feels hysterical thought of him leaving. Alright. Can't go in there yet. I think we need that wire to get in the drawer later on, but right now we can't get in there. Can I use the wire? No. That's what's a shot. This door's locked. Well, let's try this one on it. No, that's not quite right. Okay, fine. I guess we can't use that on the door. I'm just gonna walk around and click on stuff until I find something. Nothing else in the drawers. Maybe some empty fishbowl. Oh, wait a minute. Wire? Can I... And we can't combine items then. Not sure what else I need to do here yet. I can go in other rooms, I guess. Look around. Wait a minute. Okay, no. Just trying it. Much smaller than that of a screwdriver. Oh, okay. At least they gave me some clue as to what I need to find a small key then. Oh. You again. How are you enjoying your poetry book?
It's so good. I adore Wordsworth.
Are you feeling calmer now?
Yes, thank you. Poetry's like a gentle caress to my soul.
Have you lived here long?
Since I married Charles, 8 years ago, when I was expecting the first of my children.
You had children?
We had 2 boys, but both died. That's why I'm such a wreck. I'm sorry. I really don't wish to talk about it.
I told you about my own family going missing. Have you seen them?
Certainly not. I would dearly love to help you find them. I can't bear the thought of losing your children as I lost mine.
Can you tell me anything about the servants here?
I have a soft spot for Franny. I found her on the streets of London when I was visiting one day, and it broke my heart to see her, so I brought her back. Poor mite.
What about the rest of the servants?
Oh, they're okay. I don't trust Giles much, but he's fine when he's sober. Molly's a dear girl, and Gary's a kind soul.
Goodbye for now, Isabel. Alright. Okay. Well, I don't know what to use any of these other objects right now. Oh, you. Why are you sleeping here, child?
I sleep where I can find a space not being used. Your lordship hoped by the embers of fire to keep out the chill a little.
Poor thing. I know servants often don't have much of a life, but this sounds worse than usual. Do you know anything of your own family, your parents?
As you can see, your lordship, I am a half-caste. I am led to believe my father was an English nobleman, and my mother an African slave woman. I do not know anything beyond this.
Oh, that's, yeah. Alright. I don't know. I don't know. Can I do it? No. Well, I don't know what... I can go back out. Because I can't think of anything to do inside the house right now. Oh, you. Hello, my good man. Who are you?
Hello, mister. My name is Gary.
What do you do here?
I'm the first footman, mister.
How many footmen are there?
Just one now, but I'm still the first.
What can you tell me about the other staff?
Well, Giles buffoon, he likes his drink too much. Molly's a nice enough girl, and Fanny's a bit of raspberry, if you know what I mean. But did not catch you looking at Tara Lewis, or you'll be in for a mouth pie.
I'll be improper. Does he have no manners? Is there anything you can tell me about the family employ you?
On account my father's lordship has kept me on. Very kind of him. Please do not ask me about the ladies Edith and Charlotte. They think I'm like dirt beneath their expensive shoes.
So you can tell about the mansion?
Yes, I can. Many secrets this mansion has, including what of great interest to me personally. Meet me at the dining room later and I'll tell you about it.
Awesome. Do you know about the horses?
Yes, burnt alive they were. Poor things. Edith started a fire.
Not that she meant to. People stay away from the table, so I go there a lot to be alone. Good sir, have I gone missing? Have you by chance see them?
I'm afraid not. I am sorry.
Do you know about the man found hanging in the forest?
Miss Dawson's a terrible thing going here, but I'm always told to keep quiet. Do you know this, Gary? He's simple, they say.
What sort of terrible things?
People vanish, screaming, crying, people in much pain, but nobody listens to Gary.
Who told you to keep quiet?
The rich folks, mainly. They think of a wooden spoon who makes up stories.
I'd better go now. Okay, we don't have anything he wants. Alright. Well, we managed to talk to Gary, or... I think that's Gary, right? I don't know what to do. Now how do I get back to the... Because I've got some more objects that I'm going to try to use on that piece of rope. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Can I go... Oh, here we go. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, now let's see if I can do something with this. Wire, maybe? No. Trusty spanner? No. I'm not going to go randomly trying to set things on fire. Well, shit. Okay, maybe not. Okay, well, I'm a little bit stumped, actually. I don't know what else I need to do yet. Okay, so I can't do anything with it yet. The lake looks a little shallow here, although still more than head height at the first few feet. Okay, so we need to get some kind of breathing apparatus to go down there, because there's something down there we want. Alright, well, let's head back to the house, because the guy said he had something to talk to me about, so... No, that's not... No. Let's go back in the house. Oh. Well, I guess that's it for today. Well, it was an interesting experience. I guess I learned a few things, and I figured out a few things. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more of the corruption within. Stay tuned for future videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave comments, and I will see you next time. But for now, bye-bye.